Hey everyone, and welcome back to Oopsy. I'm Christian.
And I'm Anthony.
And welcome to our second episode of Oopsy. This episode will be focusing on family matters. And so, I'm just going to start us off.
Yeah.
So, this was at our school in high school.
Uh-huh.
And this was for art class. We got to make art, and we were able to go to the Main Street Art Festival and sell art.
With Miss York, right?
Yeah, with Miss York.
Yeah.
And so I made these like cut out Angry Birds on a stick, and they looked actually like flawless.
Yeah.
I was very happy, but no one bought them. I was kind of disappointed.
Yeah.
But anyway, my dad took me there, and he like kind of sat with us in the whole class and everything. It was a little awkward to me because no one else brought their dad or anything.
Yeah.
But anyway, in the middle of it all, so my dad's sitting next to me, right?
Yeah.
And he does what we call a bean dip. And you know what that is, because...
Yeah, you fucking do that to me all the time.
Not all the time. It's every now and then these days.
No, I mean, yeah, well, you used to.
So, for those who don't know what a bean dip is the process of getting your hand, cupping it slightly, and putting it up to your friends, preferably males, because it's unacceptable to a female, putting it up to their pectorals, and just scooping their man boob until it drops and bounces. I got some bounce.
It's the worst feeling.
I think it's pretty comfortable. Anyway, my dad looks over to me and quietly bean dips me, and no one else notices. So I get like a little offended, and I reach back and return the favor.
Yeah.
So you know what my dad does?
What?
He goes, "Don't touch me there, Christian." And everyone in the class looked at me, including Miss York and everything. And,
Bro, I bet your dad was having a time of
oh,
his
he
life.
loved it. He had his funnel cake fries and everything, and I didn't like it.
He made you look like the bad guy.
He made me look like the bad dude.
Yeah.
Like,
You fucking beat
and he
me.
made it sound so dirty, the way he said it. Like I just violated my own father. And he was like, hee. And that's the story of how I got embarrassed by bean dips.
Nice.
So now, for your story, a favor for my mom.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I have 4 brothers. Only one of them is older than me. The rest of my brothers are all younger.
Yeah,
Right?
your brother stared at me shirtless one day, I remember.
My older brother?
Yeah, he was in the yard shirtless, raking leaves, and he stared at me with those pectorals.
Yeah.
You know, like how like Dwayne Johnson goes, "Doo, doo, 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 doo." He was bouncing them at me.
Yeah.
Raising them eyebrows.
Yeah, he's a little weird fella. But my youngest brother, well, first of all, we were living in an apartment in Haltom City, and my younger brothers caused quite a lot of trouble around there. Me, I was still a good boy.
Yeah,
I was standing there by my mom's side with my older brother, just chilling there.
you're a very good boy.
Yeah. But I forgot what he did, but he made my mom mad, and so my mom sent me downstairs. She was like, "Anthony, I got a mission for you," and she was like, "Go hit your little brother on the head and tell him to come here."
Dang.
And so I walked down the stairs, and at the bottom of the stairs, around the right corner of the wall, we had the couch right there. So he was sitting right there. I leaned over from the stairs. I took my hand back and I just slapped his head where I think I hit his ear. And then he got up like real quick. Like I don't even know how the fuck he got up. I didn't even turn around back yet to go back up the stairs. And he was like already chasing me, and I was like, "Oh shit!" And he was like running on all fours and shit, and me, I was still fat, so I really couldn't.
Oh yeah, you had the chubbiest cheeks, dude.
Yeah, I really couldn't make it up there quite as fast as him, and I was just screaming for my mom. I was like, "Mom, Mom, he's gonna get me!" And don't forget, this is my youngest brother, right?
Yeah, and you're running away from a little boy.
He was like the smallest little shit, dog. And
yeah.
By the time I got to my room, he had already tackled me at the legs, right? And I found my mom. I was just like screaming. I was screaming at her for help.
Mommy.
Yeah, I was like, "Mom, get him!" And then I think she grabbed him by his ear. You know how like in the movies they grab you like by your earlobe and shit. She grabbed him like that, and he got up, and then he was like, "Boy, you have to call Mom," and I was like, "No." Just did her a favor.
I just did what she said.
Yeah.
Mission failed.
Yeah. It was basically that. We'll get him next time. Yeah, since then I've grown up.
I've grown into a big man.
Yeah. I'm the fastest now.
Alright, and now we have a story that came in from a friend of mine. And I was happy to name it Carpet Wetters. So, she had gone to Paris with her dad and little brother, yeah.
Yeah.
And they went to like a spa, but not like a regular spa. It's one of those, you know, in like the animes or something. Mm-hmm. It's like the hot coals and they pour water on it. Or on Hotel Transylvania.
Oh, yeah.
And so they went into one of those.
Yeah.
And so her little brother would get water and he wouldn't pour it into the fire. He would just pour it on himself and get soaking wet.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha. Cool.
Yeah.
And, well, little did everyone know is that this room was at an incline.
Yeah.
And at the bottom of the incline, it led to the entrance of that room.
Yeah. So it's all going down towards the...
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So in the process of pouring this water over him, it goes onto the floor and through that crack under the door.
Yeah.
And this is like 5-star Paris hotel.
In Paris.
In Paris.
Yeah. The good stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, they have their fun.
Uh-huh.
Eventually, they are done with the fun and get out. And when they do, their toes are greeted with a wet, fancy freaking carpet. And it is soaked in a big pool area.
Yeah.
So, what they did was, they're like, we cannot let anyone know we did this.
Yeah.
So they began to cover up this operation.
Yeah.
So that little boy was soaking with water.
Yeah.
So they dried him off, but you know his pants are dripping.
Yeah.
So
fucking soaked from all that water. Yeah.
What they did was they went to the front desk and got him a paper thong.
Yeah.
That I had no idea this was a thing.
Yeah, me neither.
Them weird French.
With their fancy technology.
Fancy thong technology. So he strapped in.
Strapped in his paper.
He went down the hall to their room, now dry, with a towel on. But he was like, I don't need it. He took off that towel.
Yeah.
And just began dancing around. Typical boyish things.
Yeah.
And Fwants.
Yeah.
So later on, she wanted to go back in there. And upon returning, like the next day, she noticed that it was blocked off on a big area.
Yeah.
And she sees a cleaning lady, and she goes, "Hey, what happened here?" It's like, oh, someone used this, poured water all over the floor, and it got the carpet all wet. And she goes, "No."
Trying to play out innocent.
Spill the tea, sister.
Yeah.
Just going along with it, like, no way. What?
How could they?
Oh. Gypsies. Guarantee it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So she got away scot-free with that one.
Jesus. I know my mom would have beat my ass.
Dude. Well, I don't think I would have gotten beaten. I think my mom would have tried to pull the same thing.
No.
But she would have been real angry to try to cover this up.
Yeah. I mean, shit, since I have 4 brothers, they probably would have made us go and apologize and made us clean up the whole thing.
Apologize.
No.
Okay. And now it is your turn, my friend, with recently played, parenthesis, Beer Fest, end parenthesis.
Okay. Well,
back when I was in Ohio, Georgia.
No. Back when I was a young boy, I discovered cable. And when you discover cable, you also discover the perks of HBO and Showtime and Cinemax and good stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
As all young boys do.
Uh-huh.
And I was still broke, so I was still looking in the free section of the HBO movies and stuff.
Poor people problems.
Yeah, I couldn't leave evidence on my parents' credit card information or whatever.
Delete history.
Yeah, I wasn't that smart yet, but there was this movie, Beer Fest. I don't know how me and my brother found it or whatever, but it just seemed interesting to us.
We were drinking beer. We thought.
Yeah, we were just like, bro, beer? This sounds like we get in trouble. And so we're watching it, right? And like, it's basically a movie about Oktoberfest. And,
yeah.
They basically train to become the best beer drinkers.
Yeah.
But to our luck, there happened to be 2 nude scenes in the movie.
To your luck.
Yes.
Dudes.
No, one was in the beginning. I remember that because it was a good start.
Oh man, I watched this terrible movie with my girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
It was about like a evil turkey, and I love cheesy horror movies, so I had to watch it. Mm-hmm. First scene is like a close-up of a woman's freaking boob. Anyway, long story short, she's a pilgrim, and her boobs are out. She's running through the forest.
Yeah.
And a turkey comes up behind her and goes, "Nice tits, bitch," and then kills her. It was the dumbest thing, but continue.
Yeah, there's one nude scene in the beginning, one in the end, right?
Yeah.
So, like, when we saw the ending, we were like, bro, we gotta get rid of this. We were worried about our dad seeing the recently played, right?
Yeah.
And we were just trying to figure out like a way to delete it or whatever, or like not to watch it again, or I don't know. But the next morning, I think our dad woke up. It was the weekend, and he was like trying to watch a movie he apparently watched the day before or something.
Yeah.
And he goes down to the recently played, and he sees Beer Fest, and he's like when did I watch this? And I heard him like from outside the door. I was like,
oh no!
I was like, oh shit! And I ran to me and my brother's room, and I was like, he's gonna find out. He's gonna find out.
We're screwed, man.
Yeah, they're not gonna let us watch TV anymore.
Never again.
Yeah. And then and like 5 minutes later, I walked back over there like to see like what he's doing, because I'm like waiting there for him to like come question us and shit.
Yeah.
And then I like crack the door open. He's watching the movie and it's on like the first nude scene. I'm like, oh shit, fuck yeah. Because I got to see fucking boobs again, and
oh,
I was just like right there.
Thank you, Father.
And then I don't know what I do. I guess I like kick the door or something, and my dad just looks at me. He's like, he put 2 and 2 together. He's like, "You watch this?" And then I was like, "No, he did." And
it was my brother.
Yeah. Like the door was still like half cracked, and he didn't see where I was pointing. I was like, I kicked the door open wider, and he saw my brother, and he was like,
"Oh!"
And me and my brother were just pointing at each other. We were like, "No, it was him. It was him. No, it was him.
It was us."
Yeah, and then he was like, "It's a good movie, right?"
Wasn't he mad?
No. We were just embarrassed for no fucking reason.
I like beer now.
Nah, but beer's still hard for me to drink.
I just don't drink, and you know that.
Yeah. I'll take a shot.
Okay. Next up is what I call Ho Hey.
Ho Hey.
Like the popular song, because it's based off of it.
Yes.
Was it? Actually, it might be a different song.
Hey ho.
Well, it includes the word hey.
Mm-hmm.
I know that for certain.
Mm-hmm.
It is a real short story. I'll try and lengthen it, though.
Okay.
I won't. I was in the bathroom brushing me luxurious hair, me long locks.
Yeah.
My tasty head noodles.
Does it ever get annoying to you, like brushing your hair?
I mean, when I get tangles.
Bro, you remember how much hair I had, right?
Yeah, you have about nearly as much as me now.
Yeah, but like that shit would get tangled every day.
That's why you use like detanglers and stuff.
No, I use like conditioner and shit, but like same thing.
Just rub your hair with grease.
No. But that was always annoying. That's kind of why I cut it too.
Anyway, so I was in the bathroom brushing my hair, brushing away, and I'm singing this song. It was popular at the time. And it was a song with like a woman. She was like, "Listen to a word I say," and it goes, "Hey."
Yeah. Oh fuck, what's that song called?
But that was the song.
Yeah.
And it got to the "Listen to a word I say," and my stepdad busts through the door going, "Hey!" And it scared me so badly. Oh. But the fact that I got scared to a popular song of him just saying "hey,"
He jump scared you.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
It was bad. But that's basically it. And,
you didn't fall or drop anything?
Huh?
You didn't fall or drop anything?
I didn't drop no soap. Next up, and I'm real curious about this one. Duct tape sacrifice.
Okay, this is a simple case of fucking around with your brothers, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you had any, you know.
No. I'm an only child.
But me and my brother were just playing around and stuff. Found the duct tape in one of the drawers in the kitchen, and we were like, you know, it'd be cool if we taped each other up like they do in the movies.
Yeah.
Like, and obviously, like the stupid younger brother I am, I let my older brother tape my arms and legs together. And I was sitting there on the bed while he was like taping my hands, and then he taped my feet, and I was just laying there on the bed, right?
Yeah.
Bed. I don't know if he put tape over my mouth or not. He probably didn't, because I'm pretty sure I would have died.
He said, "Hush, little piggy," as he covered your mouth.
No, God. But as soon as he finished, oh no, he put tape on my mouth, and then he was like, he started doing this weird speech, and then at the end of it, he was on the bed, and I was on the bed, and he was like, "Do you have anything to say for yourself?" And then tore the tape off my mouth, right? And then I was like, "No, don't do it." And then he like gracefully, lightly Spartan kicked me off the bed, and I landed on my back, and I have asthma, so the fucking hair got knocked out of me so quick.
Oh.
And I'm happy he took the tape off too, because I couldn't breathe worth shit.
Oh yeah.
And he was just standing there on the bed, just like looking at me struggle for a second. He was like, "Oh shit." He was like, "Oh, you can't breathe." I was like, I couldn't say anything. I was like, ugh. I was struggling for air, and then he was like, he was like, "What? Do you want me to take the tape off?" And I was like, I was struggling. I was nodding yes, and then
you were hog-tied.
Yes. And then he grabbed the scissors and he just like cut the tape off my arms, and I just fucking like rolled over and got on my knees and my hands. I was like trying to breathe, trying to like gasp for air, bro. I felt like I was gonna die. But yeah, that was one of the last times I ever went first for anything with my brothers.
Yeah, I remember one time I knocked the air out of me. I was on some monkey bars, and my leg slipped. I was hanging by my legs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was trying to like swing myself up to grab it.
Yeah.
And my leg slipped, and I hit my back and went.
Yeah. But I got him back this. I don't know how long later it was, but it wasn't intentional. We were
unintentionally hog-tied my brother.
No, it was nothing like that. Mine was more humane. We were just jumping on our trampoline, right? Mm-hmm. And we were like trying to do tricks and flips and shit, and we were like taking turns. And you know how you spike someone, right, on the trampoline?
You spike someone?
Yeah, like when they go down. And
you slap them?
Spike.
Yeah, like volleyball?
No, not like that. Like when they're in the air, you bounce, and then before they hit,
double jump.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, like on regular show. Yeah.
But he was trying to do a flip or something, right?
Yeah.
And then he went in for that big jump, and I jumped like before him, and I guess I double jumped him. He fucking flew off the trampoline and landed on his back. and he knocked the air out of himself too, right? And
yeah.
I was standing there with my mouth like wide open, like, oh shit. And I was like, what do I do? What do I do? You want me to call grandma? And he was like, no. And he like leaned over it and like caught his breath, and he was like, I told you, don't jump. And I was like, my bad. Oh, but yeah, got his ass.
Next up, we have Playtime with Mickey.
Shit.
So, as a child, my girlfriend was at her house with her sister, and she decided, it's similar with yours, she duct tapes her sister to her bed.
Jesus.
And she just sounds very abusive, but well, it is, but she grabs a hair iron, and scolded her forearm with it against her will.
Jesus.
Because she wanted a playmate, and she said no.
I don't think I ever got burned like that.
I've had self-inflicted accidental burns, but I've never inflicted a burn on someone purposely.
Yeah.
Or at all.
This one time my brother was making
pancakes.
No, he was making noodles, and he was still a kid, like 8 or some shit.
Yep.
And I don't know what he did, but he reached for the pot, and he was trying to put the noodles in there, and then he grabbed the handle, and I guess he put too much pressure on it, and the pot tipped, and all the hot water just splashed all over him.
Oh, that's gotta suck, yeah. Dude.
I think it burned his foot. Like, there's a mark on it, I think.
Oh man,
that's like the worst burn I think I've ever seen someone have.
Oh man. Next up, we have Bad Hair Day.
Oh yeah, this one.
I woke up and my hair was not good. The end.
No. When I had long hair, I liked it a specific way. Like, you know how you braid it, right?
Yep.
Do you braid yours like loose, comfortable, or tight?
I prefer it tight, because when I go to work, I don't like it to slip at the sides, and I have these long strands hanging down.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel you.
Finally, someone knows my pain.
I know what you mean.
But yeah, I always like my hair neat, slick back whenever I braid it, and tight, right?
Yeah.
But
whoa,
there was this. I don't know what I did, but I moved with my grandma away from like my mom, who usually did my hair, and my aunt was staying with my grandma at the time.
Yeah.
And in South Dakota, it was just me, my grandma, my aunt, and my older brother, right? And with my aunt, it took like 3 tries for her to get it like even remotely as
she sucks at hair.
Yes, basically. She wasn't as good as my mom. She's not skilled, okay?
Mommy dearest knows best.
Yeah. But like this one morning we woke up late and she just like wasn't having it with my hair, and I was like, no, I can you just make it a little tighter? And at the time I didn't realize it was like a whole process. I was like, bro, just get it done.
Do it.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Yeah. And she was like mad at me, and so that day I like took it down like halfway down. She was like, no, I'm not gonna redo it. And I was like, I already took it down though. And she was like, put it back on. And I was like, no, I can't go to school like this. This is weird. I don't like this.
When was this?
I lived in South Dakota like near 2008, 2010. I don't know.
So 2000 late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like around then. I was still a kid too. These are all from when I was a good boy.
Just a boy.
Yeah. But like we used to walk to school, so that whole walk there, I was like fucking pouting and dragging my feet and shit. And I that day actually we had PE, and I think we were playing playing on those little scooters, the ones with the handles on the sides and shit. Yeah, we were playing with those, and I was like trying to go fast, so I went backwards, right? And I was like trying to lean back so I can go catch a little more speed.
Yeah.
And then my freaking hair gets stuck in one of the wheels, and I'm just like laying there with my hair and the scooter right next to me on the floor, and the coach just comes over and he's like, what happened here? And I'm like, my hair. And then he's like, what, you ain't braided today? And I was like, freaking aunt didn't want to do it. Yeah, but I was just like pouting that whole day. My day was ruined. This is probably...
You got on your knees and screamed at the sky. Why?
Why couldn't it be tighter?
Why couldn't mommy do it?
Yeah. Why'd I move out of Texas?
I'm gonna run away. My hair's gonna look terrible. I'll find someone who can do it.
But I actually think that was one of the reasons why I moved back to Texas.
Yeah, Texas is bomb.
Yeah, and it was one of the weirdest things, but a good decision.
Yeah. Like being friends with me.
Yeah.
Sure.
It has its advantages.
Excuse me. Next up is Poor Italy Boy. So,
In Italy.
I went to Italy with my school. And my parents were not there. However, they are included in the story. Don't you worry, listeners. So, beforehand, my parents gave me two things.
What? What were they?
50 euros.
Okay.
And then, a card that I could use to buy things.
Okay.
And, spend money.
Yeah.
And they were like, this is only for food and such.
Yeah.
For the 50 euros.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I don't see what the difference is between just spending money and spending other money.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, I'm like, I hate carrying around change. So why not just get rid of the change and then start using the card?
Yeah.
So, I bought things like a nice hat in Milan.
Yeah.
I did get some food. I got some good food. I got this little pie, a little banana pie with chocolate drizzle.
Yeah.
Oh,
Italy makes their desserts even better.
dude, they do. It is something over there.
Yeah.
It's dessert.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, you don't because you didn't go.
Yeah. I know.
You weren't loved enough.
Bro, it's weird because all the trips that everybody went on, I was just at school.
Yeah. Yeah, really.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm gonna add another story to this.
Okay.
So, it's also Italian related. So, boom, boom, pow. Okay. So, I spent the 50 euros pretty freaking quickly.
Yeah.
I'd say third day.
Damn.
Yeah.
50 euros is a lot over there.
No.
No?
I just did it.
Yeah.
I loved. Anyway.
Yeah.
When in Rome. So the first time I tried to use my card was at a glass blowing place.
Uh-huh.
And it was cool. Dude made a horse out of glass in 2 minutes. It was insane.
Really?
Yeah. Very detailed. He's done it hundreds of times easily. Anyway, my card wasn't acceptable.
Oh, really? They only took... Oh, damn.
I get a closer look at the card.
Uh-huh.
Only in use in the United States.
So you spent all your money over there?
I spent all my money.
on a pie?
Not just a pie.
I know that.
That was just one of the perks.
Yeah.
But I had to call America to me mom.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, funny thing, I'm broke. Your card doesn't work over here that you gave me.
Yeah.
My stepdad flipped out because he specifically asked the woman at the bank, this works in other countries, right?
Yeah.
She goes, sure does. It did not.
Yeah.
I was like a poor boy. I had to eat at an Italian McDonald's. It was 2 stories. It was a 2-story McDonald's.
It was a McDonald's, but it was fancy as fuck.
It was funny because they actually had burgers named after states in America.
Really?
Yeah, there's the Kentucky one, and it had some chicken and stuff, and
yeah,
I think in some North Carolina or something.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just thinking, no one here knows what these are, probably.
Yeah.
But It was a long process.
Wait. Did they let you use your card in the McDonald's?
No, they didn't let me use my card at all in Italy. I can only use it in America.
Fuck, how much money did they give you over there?
It was like 1,000.
Ah, shit.
And I couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
So my mom and dad were irritated at me for some reason.
Yeah.
So it was a long process of like getting a friend's mom to get it transferred to her. I couldn't get it transferred to mine because I was too young for it to happen overseas or something stupid.
Yeah.
So it had to happen to her, and then she had to give me some moolah.
Yeah. That's what's up.
So like a whole day and a half later, I got money.
Euros or?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Euros are. You said those were coins, right?
Well, they have like $1 coins and $2 coins, and then they have, other stuff. But I didn't know that the coins were like $1 and $2. And one day there's like a dude playing a guitar. I'm like, I'm just gonna empty my change. I gave him like 15 freaking euros.
Holy shit! Damn, dog.
Yeah.
Jeez, only if I knew how much they get paid in euros.
I was very generous with them.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Probably paid for a whole meal. A whole 3 meals. I don't know. I don't know Italy math.
Italy math?
Yeah.
I'd imagine it's the same as all math.
No, they got euros. That's like miles and kilometers.
Okay. Anyway, Dirt in My Eye is now the next story, which our co-host Anthony will now be telling to you, the listener.
Yeah. Well, I think it was like, I think it was junior year or senior year.
A Midsummer's Eve.
Yeah, it was actually in summer. Junior or senior year, because like the previous 2 years we had like started going to the lake and shit. But it was one of our trips to the lake. We were driving in my dad's truck, which used to be my grandpa's truck. We were riding over there to the lake. My dad, my mom, and my cousin were in the front.
Wow.
And me and all my brothers were in the flatbed in the back, right? And
I always love being in the bed.
Yeah.
Whenever it's driving,
yeah,
that's the funnest thing.
Yeah, and we were driving on the highway for like 30 minutes, I think.
Damn.
I don't know how long it was.
You on the highway?
Yeah, we were going to Benbrook Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was near there.
Yeah. But yeah, we had a little blanket over us just in case like the cops pulled up to the side and looked in the back. See a bunch of Mexicans back there.
Dead children.
Yeah. They won't know what to do with us. Yeah, we had a little blanket, and I don't know what I was doing, but I looked outside for like half a second, and there's like leaves and shit and dirt in the back of the truck, and all that stuff's flying around like sort of tornadoing by itself in the back, and as soon as I open this blanket, right, all the leaves and dirt just like come flying at me, and I don't know what kind of luck I have to get like the sharpest piece of dirt to scratch my eye.
Hold on. How do you know it was the sharpest piece of dirt? Did you inspect all the dirts while you were under your blankie?
No, I'm assuming it was a dirt because
you're assuming it's a dirt.
Yes, because I'm pretty sure leaf can't cut my eye like
you
that.
Would be surprised.
Have you got your eye cut by a leaf?
No, I got it cut by sawdust though.
Dirt and sawdust are like almost similar, or like almost the same thing.
And so is a leaf,
I guess. But I'm assuming it was a piece of dirt that freaking nearly killed my eye. I think it was my right eye, right? And I didn't think nothing of it. I was just like, damn, that shit hurt. And when we got to the lake, my mom and dad saw me like covering my eye and shit. And my dad like looked at it and he saw it. He said it was like freaking, I don't know if it was bloody, but he said it was red.
Bloodshot?
Maybe. I couldn't see it in my eye. But we went to like the corner store. It was like 5 minutes away for some reason. And
for some reason, it was really close.
Yeah, it was far. Like
far?
Well, I don't know if you know where it is, but there's like a close corner store there, like 5 minutes away. But we got like some eye drops and stuff. Yeah. But when I got in the water, like I guess some water got in my eye, and my dad was like, "No, you gotta get out. You gotta get out now." And I was like, "No, I'm gonna go swimming. I came here for a reason. I didn't get this cut on my eye for nothing." And then he was like, "All right, but we're gonna go to Walmart and we're gonna get you ready to go in the water." And I was like, "All right, what are we gonna get?"
Bet.
And you wanna know what he got me? He got me a fucking eye patch. I didn't even know they sold eye patches like at a Walmart, like of all places. Like, why do you need an eye patch just in Walmart? But we got like some napkins from like a Jack in the Box bag or whatever.
Yeah. And
just like put it on my eye and then put the eye patch over it, and I was a pirate for the rest of the day. It took like 2 or 3 weeks for my eye to like actually heal up.
Well, if it's okay, I'd like to stack onto your story now that you said this. Reminds me of a past experience of Moaz. So, this is in Colorado. This is the sawdust story.
Okay.
We were cutting wood with a log splitter. So fun, dude. Very satisfying. And I would stack it in piles and stuff.
Yeah.
And a lot of the wood was dead. And it had like lots of just sawdust in it. And doing the splitting, it got in my eye.
Shit.
Oh, no, we weren't splitting it. We were loading it into the back of the truck. And when I tossed one, a piece flew into my eye.
Oh, shit.
And it was so bad it got stuck there for over a day.
Oh, damn.
And it cut my eye, my cornea, real bad. So, I went to the ER for getting wood in my eye. And they're like, yeah, it looks like it fell out, but it did scratch it pretty bad.
Yeah.
So, we're just going to give you some steroids.
Nice.
I got steroids for my eye. I had to put eye drops of steroids in it.
Wait, the eye drops were the steroids?
Eye drop steroids.
That's what's up.
I could flex my eyeball.
I got liquidized muscle makers.
Liquidized muscle eye. Anyway, so I was like, dude, I'm gonna scare my mom and dad, because my dad lived in Texas and my mom was on a trip at the time. So I call my mom up and I go, hey, I cut my eye really badly. With the piece of sawdust, they don't know if it's gonna make it, but I need to wear an eye patch right now.
Yeah. And
I'm just thinking about getting a monocle now instead, because I can't see out the other eye.
Yeah.
And she said something, and I didn't think she took me seriously. And she did. Little did I know. She came back, she's like, where's your eye patch and monocle? And I'm like, I was just BSing with you. You believe that? You freaking fool.
Yeah.
And then I told my dad that, and he was like, well, the eye patch and monocle thing is funny, but it's not funny.
Yeah.
He didn't believe me.
Yeah.
But my mom did, and I thought that was funny.
Yeah. No, bro. I was just surprised, like, how on hand,
No, bro.
like, an eye patch is, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Let's see. Oh, touchy mollusk is the next story. It wasn't Galveston, but I went down to a beach in Texas.
Galveston's in Texas.
That's why I said I wasn't Galveston, but I went to a different beach.
Oh.
In Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How many beaches are there?
What?
How many beaches are there?
I don't know. I don't count them. Seems like a real beach fan would know.
Yeah.
Since you've been so many times.
Since you're a beach aficionado.
Anyway. I went to the beach with my grandma and her husband. Step grandpa, me grampy, grampy mampy. We all went to the beach, and I was like, ooh, my chubby body is out. And went into the ocean. And I think it was my grandma that found it, but it might have been me, and I picked it up with my toes. I can't remember. Mm-hmm. I stepped on a big shell. Yeah. Like, bigger than my hand.
Yeah.
Like, it was nice.
Did you break it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Why would I break a nice shell?
I'm asking if you broke it when you stepped on it.
That's not embarrassing. That doesn't fit the context of this podcast. This doesn't oopsy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, that would be... Okay, go on. Yeah. Technically.
Either she passes it to me, or I pick it up with my feet and she sees it. And I'm like, look at this pretty thing. Oh, man, it's so cool. Yeah. And I'm like admiring it. And I'm holding it at this angle. Mm-hmm. And the open part is over here, behind my hand. So I can't see it.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, it's like a fucking hand reaching out around. A fucking mollusk is in there. And it's like those videos where you see a cat and it's like shaking its hand about to slap you.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like that coming at me. And I go, yeah! I tossed that. I threw it hard and it nearly like skipped a beat on the ocean.
Yeah. Shit. Wait.
And I got laughed at by me Grammy and me grandpa.
What, are like mollusks like the poisonous or whatever?
Yeah, a lot of them actually are venomous.
Oh shit.
So it might have been, I might have died, but I mean,
yeah, saved your life. Yeah. Oh man.
Now it is your turn, my friend, with Couch on the Car!
Alright, this is your pretty basic case of...
Couch on car?
Couch on the car.
Action?
Yeah, pretty basic.
I like it.
Okay, remember that apartment I was telling you about that my grandma lived in?
No.
The one with the swimming pool?
Just kidding, I do.
Okay.
Previous podcast reference, heads up.
You'd understand if you listened to it. But she was moving out, and as any other family member does, they invited me and my brothers to help them.
Invited?
Yes.
They asked you to come help?
It was basically an order, but yes, it was an invitation.
An order?
Yes.
That's how it is with family.
Yeah. So, packing up this trip, we had one car and one truck. Okay?
For a whole apartment?
Yeah. Well,
wait, do you mean like a U-Haul truck?
No. It was like a regular truck, but like,
oh my god,
obviously we took like trips, right?
Oh, that's painful.
Yeah. But on our last trip, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what they were thinking, but their thought process was we have more boxes.
More bags.
More boxes and more small stuff and one couch, right? So would it be easier to try to fit all the boxes and all the small stuff in the trunk and in the back seat of the car and just like put the couch over there in the truck, right?
Yeah.
or put the couch on top of the car and then just have a full bed of junk, basically, right?
Yeah.
And
they chose
they chose the couch on the car.
They chose the latter.
Yeah. So they had it the back leaning over the trunk, right?
Mm-hmm.
So bottoms up, basically. And we put one of those like thin strings with like the little pieces of rope sticking out of them and shit.
Yeah.
We wrapped that around the inside of the car and around the couch, and I didn't want to ride in that car because I didn't want to get laughed at by the other car. So I rode in the truck behind them just in case it fell over, and there was this dude just like taking pictures right next to us of the fucking couch.
Oh no.
And my brother saw him. He was in the car. He just like pops his head out, it like sticks his whole upper body out and just flips the dude off taking the picture. But surprisingly the couch was secured properly.
Surprising cure couch.
Yeah, OSHA wouldn't have approved of our techniques, but we're not legitimate.
Off the grid.
Yeah. But yeah, my grandma likes to move in weird ways.
Need a moving truck.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no, the recording button isn't going. 50 minutes in.
There'd be some shit.
Next one, I'm not so proud of this one. I'm not proud at all. This is my worst story yet.
Alright, let's get it.
Okay. I was very young. Please forgive me, everyone. I call this story N-word young boy. So, this was my time to spend the weekend with my dad. And I think this was in the morning. He comes in, turns on the TV, and this is one of those TVs where it like takes, a good amount of time for it to turn on and start functioning.
With like the glass screen or plastic screen?
Glass. It was like, you know how big a flat screen is now?
Yes.
It's like those, but it comes with like 400 extra pounds.
With the big ass fucking lump in the back?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Those are all reliable.
He had one of those and he like lived on the second floor of an apartment.
Uh-huh.
Carrying it up there was a pain.
Yeah.
For him. I just watched.
No, I mean that's what they had us for, moving stuff.
Anyway, he turns it on and goes to like the bathroom or something. Uh-huh. And the show that comes on is South Park.
Yeah, not really a kid-friendly show.
No, it's not. Have you watched it much?
Yeah, I haven't seen the whole thing, but I watch here and there.
Have you seen the Wheel of Fortune episode?
Mm-mm.
So Randy, you know who Randy, right?
Yeah, the dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's on Wheel of Fortune.
Yes.
And he's on the final puzzle. You know when it like gives you the RLSTLE?
Yeah.
And he chose like N G S and all and an E. Uh-huh. Or no, he didn't guess E. He guessed like an O or something.
Yeah.
So the category was people who annoy you. And it spells out N blank GGERS.
Oh no.
As a little kid, I was like, this is so obvious. It's naggers.
Yeah.
Like, people nag.
Yeah.
I get it.
Fucking Randy's trying to make the worst decision.
So Randy says the N-word.
Yeah.
And I'm like, haha, That's not a real word. That's so funny.
Yeah.
And, I'm just like, so obvious, you're so stupid. It was not that.
Yeah, you thinking you're like smarter than fucking TV.
Yeah, as a kid, I'm like, I'm smarter than an adult. I understood that one. You said fake word.
Yeah.
Later on, I think it was the moment whenever Randy has to kiss this guy's ass, literally. So he does it, and that's when my dad came in and I think changed it. Yeah. And I didn't say a word after that to him. I don't even know if he knows this. And we'll see if he does after this. So then I go back to my mom's eventually. And I'm like, Mother, the funniest thing happened. Do tell, son. My dad turned on this cartoon I haven't seen before. And this probably led to like a big argument between them because they were divorced at the time.
Fucking Christian causing problems.
What are you telling my son? What are you showing him? I tell her, so there was this like game show thing. God, I was like 4 or 5. Really? I was so young. Jesus. And I go, he was supposed to guess this word. I knew immediately it was naggers. But he said, and I said, I said it. I said it. And I'm sorry. This is my confession. Jesus. And my mom, she goes, no. Never say that. And I'm like, why? It's a fake word. She's like, no.
She's like, you fool.
She was, you sweet boy, for you do not know, rubbing my hair out of my face.
She's like, you stupid.
But basically, she dropped it, and that was that. And that's the story, everyone, of how I said the worst thing ever as a white male.
As a young lad.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
My turn about the surprising farts, right?
Oh, God. Yeah, surprising farts.
All right. This one's kind of a two-parter.
A two-farter.
Two-parter.
Number 2.
All right. In the same apartment where my little brother chased me, right?
Yes.
It was a little while after that I realized I might be fat.
I got some chunk.
Yeah. I don't remember these roles being here. But like I was me and my mom were like I was trying to work out with my mom, right? I guess she was like, I saw her doing squats and I was like, bro, that looks easy. And
I can bend over.
Yeah. I can pretend to sit down. But like we were working out and we eventually got to like push-ups and the most I could do was like five in a row. I'm still a little fat shit. I can't control myself.
I just remembered something, but I'll bring it up later. Go ahead.
Okay. But it's me and my brother and they're like working out with my mom and shit. So yeah, I'm struggling there, and my brother's just standing there laughing at me and shit. And on my last reps, I'm like really struggling. And then my brother's counting for me like right in front of me. I could like see his feet, and I get to 9, and then right before I hit 10, he puts his foot on my back, right? And just like steps down.
Oh no, that's mean.
And then like as soon as I hit the floor, my elbows buckled and like my stomach hit the floor and just fucking it pushed the fighter. I went yeah, and my mom just like stopped what she was doing. She like fell over. She was doing push-ups too. She rolled over and just started dying laughing. Yeah, and my brother's a dick.
You need to share this with your family also.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But the couple not too long ago, a couple years ago, I went to Mexico with my brother, two of my little brothers, and then my older brother's girlfriend. She was like
her.
Yeah, her. Yeah. And we were all just
I'm sorry, for those who don't know, his girlfriend would laugh like her.
Yeah. Yeah, she had a funny ass laugh. But she was just like sitting on the bed in the room we were staying in, right? And I think she was watching YouTube. Oh, this is also when I like first discovered Key and Peele.
Oh yes,
it was that substitute teacher one, like
Aaron.
Yeah. I can't believe that was in Mexico.
Jaqueline.
Yeah. But like, she was watching YouTube and like I was just annoying her, and like, cause I was just bored as hell, and we got in trouble for like playing this like game where you have like water in your mouth and you try not to laugh. And,
oh yeah. I've seen that.
Yeah. We got in trouble for that, and I was just like, I guess I was just like being annoying or whatever, and then
yeah, as you do.
Yeah. She was like laying down, like looking up at her phone on her back, right?
Yeah.
And I just got so bored. I just stood at the edge of the bed and I just jumped up. And I sat like on her stomach, and she just let out the biggest fucking fart I've ever heard. It went on for like a good 5 seconds. It went, but like deeper and like a good amount of bass, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know how, but she convinced everybody that I farted. I jumped on her and I farted. Okay?
So she embarrassed you now.
Yes, and when she farted, and I was like, "What? No."
You should have went along with him and been like, "Yeah, I farted on her stomach."
No, but
I made her belly jiggle with my booty wiggle.
Oh, but they believed her because like it stunk really bad, and I was like, that's not me,
because girls can't stink.
Yeah, and I was like, you know how my fart smelled, and I was like, at that point, I was convinced like everybody had a certain smelly fart, you know?
You know my musk.
Yeah, and I was like, no, you gotta know that's not mine. And I was like standing there trying to convince him I didn't fart for like a good 5 to 10 minutes. It was just. It was so embarrassing.
How could this happen to me?
I was such a good boy.
I've been adding I added like 3 stories since we started because you reminded me with your stories.
Yeah.
All right. So now is Walmart breath fart. So this is in Colorado, and me and my mom went to a Walmart. And I remember we were looking for curtains for my room because this is fresh when we're in town now, moving in and everything.
Yes.
And I wanted some curtains to cover my windows because still to this day, I have like a phobia of things looking at me through windows in like the dark and stuff.
Yeah.
I just hate the thought of it.
Yeah.
So we got curtains. And you know how many freaking windows I had in my room?
5.
It was a big room. It took up like a quarter of the house.
5.
It was like 11.
Damn.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Like including doors. And like there's even a window that connected to the kitchen. And that was bomb.
So it was basically a free delivery system.
The delivery.
Yeah. Check, please.
But, we're looking for curtains in here.
Yeah.
And I'm next to her, and she said something. And I get, like, the whiff of, like, this nauseating... Okay, it was like a... It's like a zombie farted, dude. Like, decay.
Yeah.
Going in my nose.
Just pure death.
Yes.
If death had a smell.
And I look at my mom and I go, because we're the only ones on the aisle, I go, did you fart? And she goes, what? No. And when she goes, no, she breathes in my face. And I realized it was her garlic breath.
Oh, no.
It wasn't garlic, though. It was like... It was like a dog eating crap off a lawn. It was...
Oh, no, it's directly after Brutus.
Yeah. She ate Brutus's.
You got Brutus on your breath.
Ew. It was nasty.
Yeah.
So I gave her a mint for my own sake.
Yeah.
For my own protection. And that's how that happened.
Oh, shit. Jesus.
So now is like one of my family's favorite stories about me.
What?
The nipple thwack.
Nipple thwack.
I typed it in and it auto-corrected to a nipper thwack.
The young nipper.
Excuse me. So, this is when we were in Texas. When we went to high school together. We go to CVS because she needed some medication. I don't remember for what. It's not important, people.
It's personal.
Butt pills. Anyway, we're in line at CVS, and I don't remember what we were even talking about. But as usual, I say something in the lines of a smartass.
Yes, as you do.
As I do.
Yes.
So she decides to punish me for it. And she gets her right hand, and you know that Key and Peele front hand, back hand?
Yeah, did she give you an option?
She gave me the backhand. And she hits my nipple on the freaking dot.
Wait. She hit your nipple with knuckle or like pure finger?
It was like a whip.
Ooh.
Like, you know how like whips are like whoosh?
Yeah, there and gone.
She got me with that bullseye.
Oh shit.
The wrath of God.
She got God strength and went.
The stars were aligned. Anyway, I cry out in pain. This wasn't like anything I had experienced before.
Yeah.
I would say one of the worst pains of my life.
Yes.
And she's like, oh, stop. It didn't hurt that bad. I'm like, yes, it did.
Yeah. Wait, where were you again?
CVS.
CVS, right.
In line, picking up meds. And I'm like holding my titty in pain.
Y'all got some Neosporin or something?
You got Neosporin.
Y'all got some titty ointment? This shit hurts.
Fast forward to the next day, right?
Yeah.
I took a shower, looked in the mirror. I have a dark purple nipple. It was terrible.
Yeah.
And like pushing in it, oh, it hurt.
It's tender.
It was.
Yeah.
I had some tender nips.
They kind of feel natural.
I like this. Oh. Anyway, I go to the living room shirtless, and I'm like, look what you did. And she looks at my nipple, and I see nothing but like horror and like sadness in her face. She felt so bad, and I was like, yes.
Bro,
wallow in the filth that you've created.
Bro, I would have been laughing.
And She felt so bad, and she was freaking out now. And she's like trying to grab on it and like look at it. And I'm like, back off, woman! Be gone!
Oh shit!
Fast forward, I go to my room, and she goes, Christian! Christian! And I go in the living room, like, what? And she goes, look at this! Oh God, this can happen to your nipple. She shows me a picture of someone's ripped off nipple. And I'm like, how? You thwacked it. You didn't rip it. Yeah. And she's like, no, the pressure could build up and it could blow off.
Damn.
And
so she could have set a bomb off in your boob.
she set it off my titty.
Yeah.
It couldn't even. Because it was odd looking. Yeah. Whenever my nipple got hard, it went sideways. No.
It sits a little lower than the other one.
It was bruised for like a couple months.
Jesus.
Months.
Weak ass nipple.
Okay. Let's bust out yours. Let's see them.
No.
Uh-huh.
No, they've been through enough bean dips.
They've been through enough torment.
Yeah.
And that's the nipple thwack.
Jesus, she must have one hell of a hand.
I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Next is Jamaican rum.
Nice. I thought you don't drink.
I don't.
Okay.
That ties into the story. And it's Italian.
Ooh.
With the Jamaican rum.
Oh, okay. I thought you were in Jamaica.
So, we were on Italy on a road trip to the next country.
Yes.
And countries are like small road trips. It's like going to a state to a different state, basically. That's how small their countries are.
Yes.
Anyway.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
Yeah. Well, we go to a gas station. Mm-hmm. Go to the store, and I'm like looking around. I'm like, I want some freaking chocolates, you know, for the road trip. And I bought a big freaking bottle of Lipton tea. It wasn't like anything I'd ever seen. It was like all like as tall as a 2-liter, but way thinner. Mm-hmm. Just full of tea. I drank it all on that long freaking drive, and I had to pee so bad when I got to the hotel, and I was like, "Come on, people!" But in the gas station, I also bought some chocolates.
Yeah,
big bag of chocolates, and they looked fancy, and I was like excited. I'm like, "Oh man!"
Yeah.
I grab one, look at it. I begin to unwrap it.
Oh, it's wrapped?
Uh-huh. Individually.
Oh.
These are fancy.
Fancy. Wait, like the gold ones?
Nah, like it's red with gold lines through it.
Ooh,
yeah.
Fancy. Extra fancy.
A lovely cherry red.
Yeah.
I grab the chocolate. I begin to bring it to me mouth.
Uh-huh.
And I look upon the wrapper before doing so. And the chocolate says, made with Jamaican rum.
Uh-huh. Oh, so you got drunk as shit.
No, I didn't eat them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because when I saw it made with Jamaican rum, I'm like, no!
Really?
Yeah, I didn't want that.
Why?
It's not my interest.
It's gonna be special.
Like, if I liked it, I didn't want to, like, oh, I need Jamaican rum now.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be like an addiction. Which it could with alcohol, but...
Yeah. I mean, you don't know yet.
Yeah.
You could be an alcoholic.
I could be an alcoholic in the future when I want to drink.
Yeah, just don't know it yet.
I'll just go to Ireland and drink then.
Yeah.
And then I'll become abusive.
You'll become Christopher.
Christopher
the abusive.
Fast forward. I actually got to smuggle these into the States.
Really? Yeah.
I brought them home because like, I'll just give them to my parents.
Yeah.
I got stopped at the airport. Like, you bringing in any food or anything? And I'm like, just some chocolates from Italy.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right.
Yeah.
Welcome home.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, running out of there.
You're like, fuck. They're gonna catch me.
So I was so nervous, dude. I was like pissing my pants.
Yeah.
So take him home, and I give him to them.
Yeah.
My mom and stepdad, but they tried the chocolates, and they were like shocked I did it. I'm like, I didn't mean to, I swear.
Yeah.
I'm not a delinquent. I present these to you.
Yeah. I bring you an offering. Please forgive my sins.
They tried it and they said it was so strong it made the chocolate bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
They said it was like
drinking?
Yeah, it was like just like a shot in a piece of candy.
Yeah. Oh shit. Damn.
And they didn't like it.
Oh really?
Yeah, I gave it to my dad. He's like, not bad.
Oh shit. I kind of want to try it now.
Yeah. Well, let's go to Italy. You're paying. I bought you enough food to cover that.
I bought you enough meals to cover Italy.
Basically. And for our final story tonight, we have Goose Toot.
Goose Toot. What is it?
So, I was in our old house in Benbrook.
The one I went to go visit?
Yeah, the one we played Just Dance and stuff in.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't play Just Dance.
You did. We danced so hard.
No.
You were my dance buddy, and we enjoyed it, and you loved it.
False. But yes.
Challenger did. Anyway.
Of course he would.
Goose Toot.
Yeah, Goose Toot.
So, my mom is in the center of the living room one day, and I'm just like walking by and everything, and she goes, "Hey, Christian." In the center of the room, she has the light under her. It's her spotlight. This is her moment.
Yeah.
You know, like how ballerinas like stretch their leg up and like grab their foot at the top?
Yeah.
It was basically like that, but she lifted up her leg and let out this monstrous toot.
Holy shit.
And it was quaking the floor, like busting my eardrums.
I felt the floor tremble.
I was shook.
Yeah.
So she busts out laughing, thinking this is the funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
Admittedly, I laughed too. It was funny. I didn't want to smell it. I went away in horror.
Yeah.
And backed away from that.
Yes. Jesus. Felt it in my foot.
So, yeah. And it sounded like a goose honking.
And what? She just
goose.
She was just standing there into the spotlight, just waiting for you.
Basically.
Like, hey, come here.
No, it was like. It was like that, but louder.
Damn. I remember one time I had a good fart like that. It scared me because I thought I was about to poop myself. not because I felt anything, but just because of the sound, you know? It felt like it should have been way more aggressive than it was.
I saw this TikTok the other day, and this guy was like doing a TikTok of him trying to fart, and you see his pants, and a huge lump comes bulging out.
Oh no, my dude.
He like reaches down and grabs it like, oh no, and he flips over.
Oh no, that's what I'm scared of. Honestly, that's
well, you don't record that.
No, not scared of recording it, but just trying to fart and shitting myself. You know?
Yeah.
I hope I do that when I'm older. Then it'll be funny.
Good one, me.
Got him. Oh, man.
So I would think that would conclude today's episode of Oopsy Cast, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it was a good episode.
I agree. All right. Thank everyone for listening, and we hope to see you next time on Oopsy Cast.
Yep, and we hope to hear from you this time, too.
We would also appreciate to hear some stories. We'll be posting on a newly made Twitter account soon and Facebook, and hope to hear from all of you.
Yes.
We will see. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Peace.